You're the master of your destiny, but 我找不到工作了。Hello there. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit more personal, which is job hunting and the mindset that you need when you get a lot of rejection. So how do you keep yourself motivated and how to make sure that you don't burn out? I know that you always help me when people share their experiences and did it in a very candid way, so I guess this is what I'm trying to do today. Things like how to write a good CV, how to write a cover letter. There are resources out there that help you. For mindset, on the other hand, a few people talk about, and even when they do it, they might unintentionally make it sound easier than it is. While in reality, it's quite a tough process, to be honest. I know it definitely was for me. In this video, I will first give a brief background on myself so you understand where I'm coming from when I say certain things and you can filter out the things that don't apply to you. I was quite lucky. In my first job, I got to know the manager by pure chance. So because I had never applied for jobs before, I learned everything from how to write a CV to how to do interviews and everything about the consulting industry while I was there. I definitely feel very behind. In the first semester, I had 4 things going on: academic work, social events, job hunting. So you can also join a club and be part of the committee, which is what I did. In the second semester, I actually managed to secure an internship offer, which was rescinded due to the pandemic. Many companies that I wanted to apply to in the second semester actually went into hiring freeze. I also had some personal health issues that I needed to take care of. So overall, I've been job searching for 1.5 years, and I sent out 70 to 80 applications, and these are only the ones that I actually recorded because I definitely felt quite demotivated. So this is when I really started to learn about how to foster a good mindset that can help you. So most of the things I'm going to talk about, I actually learned the hard way. And I hope that by being open about it, it can maybe help one person that's feeling like everyone else has their shit together know that actually that's not the case. I think the most important mindset is that this is a marathon. Most of us probably don't get their dream job offer within the first 2 months. You need to make sure that you don't burn out and that you're in good shape when your opportunity comes sometime in the future. I know that it's very easy to go out there and apply for everything that you find. I remember at a point I applied for a drill making company. It was a multinational company, so actually they had their own graduate program. I knew that I wouldn't be interested in the job, but I still applied because I felt like no one really wanted me. I spent 30 minutes on application, 1 hour on the video interview. For the in-person interview, I gave up because I just didn't have the motivation to prepare for it. So after this, the rule that I used is that I don't even want to do the research on the website of the company. I'm not going to apply, because even if you do, it's very probable that at the interview stage, either you won't want to prepare or you cannot be genuinely enthusiastic about the job, and the interviewer will realize you're not a good fit. At the beginning of the year, I felt very behind compared to my peers, so I started preparing the interview part even before I started getting interview calls. To be honest, you never know from which companies you're going to hear back. All you need is to know your story, and second, know your CV. Once you have that ready, anywhere from 1 week to a couple of days is enough, so don't stress too much about that like I did. The third point is frequently forgotten, especially when you're kind of young. You really need to make your health a priority. On the day of the interview, I think a lot of it has to do with how you feel on the day. So if you arrive sleep deprived, it's going to show, and it's so important to keep your mental health in check. This is something I'm quite passionate about, so I'm thinking about making a video. Let me know if you'd be interested in knowing about this. The second thing that I learned is that you cannot do this alone. When I first joined London's visa school, they taught us to reach out to people for coffee chats and to get to know about the company or the industry more. But I'm someone that really doesn't like bothering other people. So it took me actually 2 months before I sent out my first coffee chat request. But what I realized is that most people are really willing to help as long as you're polite and considerate of their time. And even for the ones that don't reply, no one is going to know. They're going to know, but what are the chances you'll bump into them? And even if that happens, they're probably not going to remember anyway. Reach out to friends and ex-colleagues and your own network just to let people know that you're looking for a job. Think about this, only 1 to 2% of applications sent out by LinkedIn actually get seen by the HR. You might as well pick up your phone and text a few friends. Especially after you start getting many rejections, first you need to assess what you're doing wrong. You can get feedback from the interviewers, the HR, peers, because only by being honest about where you're lacking, you can actually make a plan and then work towards changing that. The thing that helped me a lot was that a friend told me that my voice would actually go up at the end of the sentence, which made me sound either unsure or not confident. So I practiced trying to let my voice go down. It was such a small thing, but the feedback I got afterwards was that I sounded confident. There might be some very fixable thing on your CV or in your interview, but if you don't practice with people and you don't put yourself out there, no one will ever tell you. It's okay to take a break or a gap. So after my first job was rescinded, I was quite tired and demotivated, so I decided I wanted to take a 4 or 5 months break before I started to apply again in September. I sent out 1 or 2 applications a week. You can take this time to enjoy the sun in the UK, do something that you like, and well, travel. One thing that really helped me was also taking mini breaks. Make sure that you have a small reward system for the failures as well, so you can take a couple days of rest, summarize your learnings, and then when you're ready, move on. Sometimes it's not you, it's just bad luck. No, I didn't believe this at all, because I always feel like, you're the master of your destiny, but that's really not the case. Whenever I wouldn't hear back from job applications, I always thought, oh, my CV has a problem or my background isn't strong enough. But the reality is that so many things are due to chance. Like, think about when you submit the application, whether this application hits the right keywords for the AI screening, whether you click with the interviewer, how many people are in your interview round and how good are they. Every step, your chances could change, but you're actually unaware of that. It's very easy when you see a rejection to say, oh, it was my fault. I actually realized through one particular job application for a marketing role for a big tech electronics company in the UK. The first HR told me that I would get called in for the assessment center within 2 weeks. I waited and there were no news. Her automatic reply said that she had actually left the job. I got to the second HR who also said, we will schedule your assessment center in 2 weeks. I didn't hear back, so I emailed back again, automatic reply saying I've left this job. Got to the third HR and of course I didn't hear back until a month later. I received an email saying that they had cancelled this program because of COVID. This was definitely bad luck. I know that someone from the same country where I'm from and from the same school who applied around the same time did the assessment center prior to mine, and she actually got the job offer. If it hadn't been for this particular case, most of the things that happen behind the scenes I would have never known of. So please don't take responsibility for things that are outside of your control. If it's just bad luck, your opportunity will come at some point. So before that, make sure that you're still enjoying your life, you're keeping yourself healthy. So when that actually comes, you can go in confidently. If there is one thing that I would change about my experience at LBS is that I wish I had spent more time to actually talk to people and to actually go out with friends. So I plan to share a bit more videos on these kind of topics in the future. Please let me know if you'd be interested, and please share and subscribe. That would really help me. 录中文，感觉会不会好一点？拨开。中文版就是我主要想聊的就是求职心态。我想说的就是我的，好像不行。嗨，大家好，我今天会稍微个人一点 ，personal 吗？
不能这么翻译啊！
帮助我更加的，我找不到工作了，哇哇，你想我找不到工作了，养不起。就是 on a more positive note， 我觉得大概有3个 big learning。第一个是面试之前一定要睡饱，我这次睡了大概6个小时，然后前一次睡6个小时，performance 就明显下降，然后算数字很容易算错，然后也容易有一些 negative thinking。第二个呢，就是不要去听别人的经验，就不要听太多，每个人的面试官不一样，就是还是蛮靠运气的。然后第3个 learning， 心态要调整好。如果你脑子里有声音在说天哪怎么又算错了，这样的话是最影响你 performance 的。一定要就是屏蔽这些声音，然后就是假装你在跟一个同学聊天，这样去面。具体怎么样达到这个状态我也不知道。然后多跟不认识的人 practice， 这样你才知道你在这样的状况下你脑子里会想一些什么东西。对，就这样。